Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be doing a Kickstarter unboxing of Etherfields by Awakened Realms. I'm super pumped for this game. Awakened Realms has been an absolutely fantastic company, and we again get a fantastic game. Now, if you don't know what Etherfields is, it's a journey into the dream world, and I'm excited to see what this has in store for us, and I'm excited to get a playthrough done as well. Now, first, we're going to go ahead and unbox this. Now, what you see in front of you is a Kickstarter all-in Sundrop pledge of Etherfields. Now, of course, there are two waves of shipping. This is the first wave of shipping, and look at the size of this box. Oh my gosh, this is going to be absolutely awesome. So we're going to go ahead, unbox everything in here. I'm going to do my best to be as spoiler-free as I possibly can, but I do bear in mind, I don't know everything that's inside this box and how it correlates with the game. So you may see a couple things that may spoil things. I hopefully will do my best to not have that happen, but I can't guarantee it. So just a warning before we start. Now, if you're excited to see what is in this box, which I am, then I need you to meet me at the table. So I've gone ahead and got the box open. Now inside this box is a ton of stuff and I'm excited to see it all. But I do want to show off the way they package things because Awakened Realms is probably one of the best packaging people when it comes to Kickstarters I have ever seen, and I'm excited to show things off. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and just see what's in here, and I'm going to show off how they package this thing all together. First off, they put a wonderful neat foam piece on top, and then they've got some extra stuff right here, which this is one of the last things I'm going to go ahead and look at. In case people don't want that spoiled, we're going to go ahead and put that to the side. Now we also have a 5th player expansion for Etherfields, and like I said, this is an all-in package, so you're going to see everything that is possibly able to be given to you during the first wave of shipping. So this is our 5th player expansion. I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. The next thing we have, of course, is more styrofoam, which is pretty cool. They really keep these things, look at, they put so much extra space and so much extra foam padding in all of this. This is absolutely awesome. Now, of course, we have Etherfields, the creatures of Etherfields. I'm going to try not to do as much glare as I can. And of course, we have the Etherfields, something here. I don't even know what this is. Oh, these might be I bet these are going to be the card protectors and things like that. We're going to open that one up and see what it is. Now, again, we're going to keep on going. The box just keeps on going. Here, of course, is our core game of Etherfields, which I can't even get out. Oh my gosh. Wow. Super heavy. Okay. And of course, I'm going to put that aside and we're going to go through this. And we're going to continue on. Wow, we have a deck of cards. Now, the funny thing is, I have this deck of cards because I've backed almost everything they've ever done. And this deck of cards, I believe, came when you backed Nemesis. I think this was part of the Nemesis unboxing stuff because they always try to promote their newest game, which, as you saw at the very beginning, that book of, I think it was iOS Vanguard. I think they're going to be their newest game coming out. But besides that, we also got another deck of cards because that's pretty awesome. They must have had some extras. Now here we have another set. I believe this is a bunch of miniatures as well. Another set of miniatures. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to open that. Wow, this is absolutely awesome. Look at all this stuff. And the last thing we have is our neoprene mat that I'm going to go ahead and look at as well. So that's just a quick unboxing of what it is. Now we're going to go ahead and look through all the different stuff that comes in it. I just wanted to show off how awesome they do at boxing things up. It's really a great process. I'm really excited by the way they do it. The first thing I want to show off is the neoprene mat. Now this is going to be pretty much the exact way the board looks, except of course it's on a neoprene mat that's even nicely stitched. Oh, it's going to be awesome. They've got so many different things laid out on this board, and wow, I can't even believe this. Okay, we're going to see what this all entails as we go through the playthrough, but just know this is what your board is going to look like. Now I'm going to do the rest of the boxing right on top of this because this is pretty cool, and I want people to be able to see this neoprene mat as we do that. Now, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and look at the core box of Etherfields. I'm excited to get into this game. Now, before I do want to mention that both Ryan over at Meeple Nation and Doug Herring also did unboxings of Etherfields, so please go check out those channels. You might see stuff that I may have missed that they might show off, which is pretty cool. Also, Ryan, I know over at Meeple Nation, is already starting a playthrough of Etherfields. Go check it out. And Doug is planning to do one. And of course, the guys over at Ready Steady Play have been doing some work on Etherfields already, and they're fantastic. Please go check that stuff out. I'm going to put a link to the description of those in the comments below if I get a chance, and if I don't, please go check them on your own. Otherwise, like I said, I'll try to leave a link in the description. So let's go ahead and see what is inside the core box for Etherfields, which is a 1 to 4 player cooperative game, which seems to be a lot of way the Awakened Realms makes their games. They make them cooperative, which is really cool because I love cooperative games. Now this is Etherfields game manual. Let's go ahead and put this aside. The next thing we have is our book of secrets here, the secret scripts. I'm going to bet this is going to be stuff that we probably don't want to show too much off. I might just show the first page. Yep, so that's about it. If you can stop it, then look at those. That's fantastic. What this is going to be is this is probably going to be all the things that happen from cards telling you to go to this book and read things. Oh, this is going to be pretty awesome. It even says down here, deep into heart of darkness, peering long and steed. Oh, it's an Edgar Allan Poe thing. All right, I thought this might have to do with something inside this book. Nope, it's just a quote from Edgar Allan Poe, which isn't a bad thing either. Edgar Allan Poe is pretty awesome. So I'm going to put this aside. Next, we have some sleeve jackets. Some of the cards we get, we're going to be putting in here, and it's probably going to manipulate the way the game works. So we're going to go ahead and put those aside. Of course, we get 1, 2, 3 different ones. 2 that hold bigger cards, and 1 that holds just, it looks like some normal size cards. Next, we have our board. And this, like I said, is going to be the exact same board that you see that we got for our neoprene mat. So I'm actually not going to open the whole board out. We've already seen it. I'm going to go ahead and set it aside, but just know it's the same as the neoprene mat we have. Now, these are the masks. And from what I understand, on top of this punch board, there's a whole bunch of punch boards, we're going to go through all of them, are the masks, and you're going to be able to choose a mask, and it's going to manipulate the way your character interacts with some of the game, from what I understand. Now, I have been trying to be spoiler-free for this game as well, so I haven't seen many of the playthroughs out there to know what's going on. During the Kickstarter, I did at least take a look at some of the stuff, so I believe that's how these work. We're going to go ahead and open this up. So our first 2 punch boards are our masks. So we're going to go ahead and just look at one of these masks really quick. Let's look at, well, how about the one that came out? Oh, it must have been Destiny. It'd be awesome if this one was called Destiny. Let's see here. This one is called, oh, it's called Calm. It would have been better if it was Destiny. Would have been pretty awesome. Now, of course, on the back, it's going to have some rules. So Calm says, at any time, you may discard any number of cards from your hand to gain 1 green for each discarded event card or discarded card. Now, of course, that must be some kind of resource. Don't know everything about the game, so we're going to go ahead and put the masks aside, but you do have a lot of different masks that you can choose from. Now, of course, I'm not sure if some of these you can choose any of these right off the bat, or if some only become unlocked as the game gets played, but we're going to put these aside. I took out the rest of the punch board so we can get a really close look at it because the art in this is absolutely amazing. Now, of course, we do have 2 of our characters here, and there are dreamer boards for both of these, the Free Spirit and the Gambler. We also have some terrain tokens here, some status ailments here, and a key down here. I wonder what that's for. Also, we have these letters here. These are going to be different story tokens that take place during the story. And we also have 12 different morphing tokens, which are going to be around here as well. So we're going to see how all this works during the playthrough. I'm going to go ahead and look at the next one. Oh, we got even some more people. This is awesome. We've got the tough guy and the specialist. Over here, we have our purple tokens, which are different type of threat tokens. Then we have our spirit tokens over here, along with our block tokens over here. Maybe they're used for combat. Maybe they're used to stop us from getting different places. Who knows? Then, of course, we do have our characters here. We have different character tokens that we're going to be using probably to figure out who's going to do what. Instead of having to roll dice, you're just going to probably draw them out of a hat. Not sure if that's actually real or not. Then let's go ahead and see what our next one is. Oh, wow, look at this. We got some new player boards. These are our Lucid Mode Dreamer boards. These are going to be something that we can't start with. You are going to have to try to unlock them by opening secret mode decks during the campaign. Oh, that's going to be awesome. So our characters are going to morph into awesomeness. Look at how much cooler these look. Wow, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Free Spirit before and Free Spirit after. Look at this thing. So here's the before and there's the after. Oh my gosh, so cool. It's like she's wearing the mask on top of her face to blind herself. Now, of course, it looks like she comes with a small mask, but then it morphs into something awesome. Then on top of that, of course, we got some other tokens, which are going to be probably different monster tokens, I'm guessing, different entities that we find as we play through the game. I guess these are, oh wow, look at these. These are also going to be part of those as well. Again, more lucid dreamer modes. And again, we also have some more of these different morphing, or not morphing tokens. These are the entity tokens as well. And then we have some more terrain down here. And look at this, a hole. We might not want to fall in that. Or who knows, maybe we do want to fall in that. We'll find out. Then we have all of these different sign tokens. These, I believe, are going to be used in the game. And when you gain them, they're going to unlock paths or block paths to different parts of the game. So this is how I think the game is going to develop for you when you play the game. I believe that's how it works. I could be wrong. We're going to go ahead and put these all aside. And we're going to take a look at what else is inside the box. The next thing are these different envelopes. We have 2 of them. These are our Dream Gate tile envelopes. What they're used for? No idea. We'll see how that works. Now, of course, we also have some other tokens down here. Now, these are more 3D type tokens. These are innate tokens. Now, I don't know what they're going to make innate. Hopefully not my powers. But we have some of those. That's going to be pretty cool. Now, we also have a whole bunch of these different type of tokens. Now, we've seen these before in other Awakened Realms games, but I don't think I've seen different colors of them, which is cool. We also, these are our universal markers. Then we have our 16 different distress markers. And then we have one of these ether markers. that's what these are. All right, we have those different tokens. Then we have these standees. These are going to be for our masks. We're going to go ahead and put our masks on top of these and put them in front of your character so you know what your power is or what mask you're hiding, or you're hiding things behind your mask. I don't see why you do that in a cooperative game, but who knows? All right, we're going to put those aside. A couple dice in here, and then we're going to keep going. We have some cool looking gems, the shining gems. Let's take a look at these. These are new. I haven't seen Awakened Realms ever make one of these before. Wow, look at that. That looks pretty awesome. Cool looking gem. All right, we're going to put those aside. Then, of course, we have some bags. Now, these aren't just bags for components. In these are also going to be what are called disposal bags. You're going to actually put stuff in here, waste bags. We're going to actually put different parts of the game inside this, and they're going to be gone from the game. So you're never going to know what could have been in some of this stuff, or once you use it, it is gone. Pretty cool concept. So that way you're not going to mix it up and accidentally find something again. Now, of course, we have our miniatures, and these miniatures, of course, are just absolutely rocking. We're going to go ahead and take a look at a few of them, but I don't want to bog us down with all the miniatures, even though I probably want to look at every one of these miniatures. I think this is our first player token right here. Different types of heads on it. Oh, that looks so good. We're going to put that back. And then let's see what else we can see here. I can see a lot of things. I see a lot of really cool things. I don't even know what this guy is, but here's this guy. He's almost looks like Birdman. Okay, put him back. But I think you can see all the different miniatures that this game has, and they're all the Sundrop Pledge miniatures. So they look absolutely phenomenal. Now, normally I paint my miniatures, but I don't think I'll be painting these because the Sundrop Pledge looks so good. The Sundrop miniatures, the way they do them is just so good. I don't think there's really a need to paint them. Sometimes, my Tainted Grail ones, I touched up a few of them just to put a little color on some of them, but we'll see. I might do that with some of these. I might not. We'll put these aside. Now, of course, they have even bigger, awesomer miniatures down here. Now, I'm going to guess these are upgraded versions of the characters you saw. So they're probably going to be the Lucid mode models is my guess, because this guy looks very familiar to what that specialist looked like on the picture. That's my guess. Of course, these are guesses. I can't tell you it's for sure or not, but this kind of looks like the tough guy. I think this is going to be I think that's what he's going to morph into at some point. I think this is the tough guy. All right. And this, I think, is the Gambler. I could be wrong. Gambler, maybe. I don't know. It just looks awesome that they got all these. I bet these are different playing cards coming off of her. That they grow in size. That's pretty awesome. All right. We got some bigger tokens back here, or bigger miniatures. And, of course, we've got the biggest one back here. We're going to look at this one just because it's super big. Oh, this is awesome. Look at this thing. Oh, my gosh. It's as big as my hand. As big as my hand. This thing is awesome looking. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. The fur just right in here. Wow, good work. Really, really excited for these miniatures. They did a really great job. Love it. Awakened Realms coming through again with some really great product. Now, we have all our cards. And some people might notice as you're looking at this that there's no way I'm going to be able to fit all my sleeved cards back into this box. So I'm going to think of another solution. If I do, I'll let you know. Maybe I'll even do a video for it. We'll see how it goes. Now let's see what we got. We got our Etherfield. These are going to be probably our divider cards for this section. And I bet these are our divider cards for that section. These totally are. These are the divider cards for this section as well. Now we're going to go through as many of these cards as I feel is okay to go through before we start spoiling things. Now these I believe are going to be probably a lot of our story cards, which is why we're not going to be going through too many of these. And then, of course, we have a ton of other cards as well. And these, for sure, do not open this deck until you've unlocked the secret mode. So we're definitely not opening those, that's for sure. Sorry you're not going to see them in this unboxing. We have other different cards. I'm at least going to try to find the player cards so we can at least see what some of those are. But I'm not sure how much more of this I can show off. We have wisdom cards, no more shopping. We'll see what this is. So the two I'm going to show out of this deck are going to be these two, because this is the very first card you're going to look at. It says Gate to the First Dream. What is this strange world? Hint, it will be easy, simple, and short. No puzzle, no challenge, just a quick basic training and a bit of story. District, enter, setup, take all 101 secret cards and tiles, reveal the setup tile, and you do not have any mass or items yet. Turn deck 12, introduction. So again, not exactly sure what all this is. Of course, on the back is probably, it says our goal, learn the basics of the game. That's a pretty good goal for the beginning of the game. And of course, any dreamers dies in the dream, resolve this inside that book. So remember those books, out of turn, take these books. So that's going to be these starting tiles. Now, of course, also we get to look at the setup tile. And here's the first tile we're going to be able to look at. And this will be what we start with when we do our playthrough. And I'm not exactly sure what all this is. I do have to read the rules to find out. But again, look at the art on this. I'm pretty excited to get into this. Moving into these kind of cards, now I'm not going to show you the back of these, but I believe these cards are going to be used to kind of manipulate the board. You're going to have different wisdom things happening. These are going to manipulate the board. You might find some items. Now, of course, these have to do with, I believe, the different stories that you're going through, 1-2. You're going to deal with this on that map. Again, not exactly sure how this works, but I just wanted to show you what some of these look like. We have fate cards. We have flaw cards. Again, more items. And each one of these are probably used for each different scenario. Again, we've got more of the same type of things. We've got fate cards. Again, different things that probably manipulate the board. We got, looks like, what's this? Cloud cards. We got cloud cards. You can't go wrong with cloud cards. Again, more things that probably manipulate the board, some fates. So each one of these, I bet as you play, you're just going to grab the one that has to do with your scenario you're doing, and then you're going to have that ready to go for the board, which is kind of cool that they separated like that, so you don't have to dig through each little deck. It's already separated and ready to go. The next deck we have seems to be like a turn order deck. So it looks like you can move, assault, contact, effort, peek at a card. So different types of actions you're going to be able to do during your turn. Then we got some more flaw cards, some fate cards. Then we have some item cards. And then we have our turn cards. So these are going to be used, I'm guessing, at the turn. And so let's go ahead and take a look at one. Current turn, steps, basic effect, and we roll the die, special effects. So I'm guessing you're going to draw one each turn and see what happens to you during that turn. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move these to the side. Now the next ones I have are influence cards. These are going to be the arsenal of our character. Now the problem is I'm not exactly sure during the unboxing which one of these types of cards are the starting cards and which the ones you get upgrade cards. I'm not sure which ones are which. So we're just going to go ahead and look at a few of these. And if I'm showing you some of the upgrade cards, I apologize, but that's just how it goes because I don't actually know what we're doing here. So let's see here. We've got So Shiny. So here's one of the influence cards. These are going to be the kind of cards that you can play that are really the powers of your character. And there's all different types of things, and they take different resources from what I understand. And so we have effort. I'll do it no matter what. And then you're going to be able to gain 3 red by doing something, and I'm really excited to see how it all works. Again, not exactly sure how it works, but these are going to be some of the influence cards. Like I said, they're the arsenal of our characters. So we're going to go ahead and put those aside. That's really all the cards. The rest of them are all those same types of cards I was showing before that manipulate the board or have some flaws and things like that. So that's really all that's in the base game for Etherfields, which is not just the base game. This game is going to be a monster to play, and I'm really excited to do it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other boxes I got. The next box is our 5th player expansion, so it's normally 1 to 4. Now I can play with 5. Sadly, I don't think I really find a person 5 people to play with. Again, I'm guessing this is going to be exactly like the same thing. Different tokens that are going to be used with the character. We've got our starting boards, of course. I'm going to guess we have a miniature for, and of course we have our influence cards and some of the tokens as well, the inert tokens, and a place for her to put her mask, of course. So we have our influence cards, which are going to be pretty awesome. Do not open this deck. That's going to be turning her into this, I'm guessing, because she starts like this, which is pretty awesome in itself. Carrying around a 2-bladed scythe type weapon. That's awesome. All right. And of course she has her influence deck. Let's look at a few of these cards. So for her influence deck, it's a little bit easier. These are her starting cards. And the reason I know is because they come with 22 of them. And there's 22 cards before her turn card, which then moves into the Reaper and then into Ether. And then it has a whole bunch of new other ones. So let's see here. These are probably going to, yeah, okay. The ones that have this back must be their starting cards. Again, could be totally wrong. Let's take a look at some of these. Progress. We place this card for 4 of these green tokens of some kind. Born from Pain. Again, not exactly sure how all this is going to interact, but the artwork on some of these cards is pretty cool. Slap, that's pretty funny. All right, let's keep on looking at some. We got Effort. Thoughtful Moment. Wow, that's a crazy looking card. That's pretty cool. All right, let's keep on looking at some of these. And Hurry. Okay, it's probably going to be a movement card, I'm guessing. And then what's this one? So Many Possibilities. That's pretty cool. So I guess this means you can gain any of these type of inert tokens, I'm guessing. I'm guessing you're going to be able to gain one of the tokens that you can use for something. So that's going to be her. We're going to go ahead and move into our next box as well. But this is what you get in your 5th player box. Next, we have our Creatures of Etherfields, which is going to be probably, I'm going to guess, an entire box of miniatures. I can't see why not. Oh, good. They do the same thing. Now, a lot of people are starting to do this, which is fantastic. It shows you how the miniatures are put back in, which is pretty cool. Now, I'm probably not going to pull, oh my gosh, I'm going to pull some of these out. I wasn't planning on it, but look at these guys. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. This thing is amazing. Oh, wow, check this guy out. Oh, that's so awesome. It's like he's carrying this giant cane around. He's got a lantern on it as well. Oh, wow. And the book, look at the detail on the bases. Unbelievable. Wow, so good. Yes, super excited. I wasn't planning to look at any of these, but I'm going to start pulling some out because, oh, look at this guy. He's going to eat something for breakfast, that's for sure. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. On the back, oh, wow, he looks like something out of a video game I used to play. I can't remember what game it was, but let's keep on going. Oh, I don't know which one to pick. They're just so good. Look at this thing. That looks awesome. It's got wings, 4 different types of wings. That's pretty awesome. All right, otherwise I'm going to just keep on grabbing stuff. This is going to take forever. So I think that's going to get, I don't think there's anything on the bottom. Nope. All right, so a bunch of miniatures, absolutely awesome. Hopefully we get to see them all in action at some point in time. So we're going to go ahead and put this back. And we got to put this back in here with this thing. Perfect. That is the creatures of Etherfield. We've seen these. And now we're going to move into our next box. This box is pretty light. I'm going to guess that this is going to be all of our card protectors is my guess. It might even be maybe a box I can put stuff in, which would be pretty cool. Let's see what's in here. Maybe it's not. What is this? Oh, these are the deck holders. Oh my goodness. These are going to be awesome. These come off. Your decks go in here and then they, oh, I totally forgot. They're magnetized. Absolutely awesome. Just go right on there. I totally forgot about this. That's awesome. Wow. Super excited about these. I totally forgot about these. These are the deck boxes that you can get. Look at the art on these things. It's all sculpted. It's just amazing. Put all your stuff in there. Oh, so good. Super cool. Super excited. Here I thought these were going to be my card sleeves. But maybe I didn't get card sleeves. Maybe there are card sleeves for this one. I don't even remember. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this back. That was awesome. That was a neat treat. I totally forgot about this. All right, we have one box left. And I'm not really sure what this is, but this is pretty heavy box too. So we're gonna see what's in this. Oh, I love the art on the top of this. Maybe it's more miniatures or something. Oh, these are the card sleeves. Okay, I found my card sleeves. That's pretty cool. So I've got the card sleeves. And this is a box for storage. Oh my gosh, Awakened Realms, awesome. I'm super excited. So remember we couldn't put all our cards in here? Now we have slots for our cards. So we're gonna be able to, you could probably keep what you're planning to play for that day in the actual main box. And then you can have all your other ones that you're gonna get to inside here. So once you finish one, you can trade it out. This is really good. Look at this, so much room for all these cards. So this is a box that can hold all the different cards that you're gonna have for this game. That's awesome. Really excited for this box. That's amazing. Oh, good stuff. Now there is one small thing left, and that's what they're going to be doing for their next game. And this happens quite often. They give out a little bit of tidbits for their upcoming games. This is going to be a space game, and I'm probably going to be picking up because I seem to like to get everything they have. So let's see what we got here. This is Welcome to Etherfields, and this talks about all the things that we were going to get in that box and probably some stuff that they decided to throw in for us. We also have probably a thank you letter. They usually give a thank you letter to people for being part of a backer for this. Yep, there's a kind of a thank you letter for being a contributor to their Kickstarter, which is awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and put that over here. I've got one for Awakened Realms' Tainted Grail as well. I got a thank you card, which is pretty cool. Now let's see what this is. This is going to be a dog tag. I'm going to open this up. This is going to be awesome. It is for, look at that. It's for the ISS Vanguard crew member. That's sweet. Such a cool little thing. Who would have thought this would be what they'd get? And this is amazing. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to hang this in the back where all my stuff is. EX, Fortidine, Verterius. It must, I'm guessing it could be Latin, it could be another language. I'm terrible at, I can barely spell, let alone read languages. And then we've got an art book and kind of what this game's going to be all about. Now, I'm not going to go through all this, but just going to page the art. It looks like a neat comic that's going to go with it. I don't probably need to read through this. I'll probably just instantly back this game because I'm a huge fan of what Awakened Realms has done. So that's going to be probably their upcoming Kickstarter, or it could be on, I think if I remember right, they might just be going to Game Found to do this. They might not be using Kickstarter. Don't quote me on that. Not exactly sure. So that's what you're going to get in the ISS Vanguard kit, which is, like I said, just a little update promo for their new game coming out, which is pretty cool. And that is it for my unboxing of Etherfields. This is going to be a really cool game. I'm excited to bring it to the channel. It's going to take priority pretty quickly on this channel. I'm really excited to do it. So if you're interested in seeing some Etherfields, it's going to be coming very, very soon for sure. I don't even have to paint the miniatures, which normally I do before I put a game on the table. But this one's already painted. It's ready to go. All I have to do is learn the rules, and I think we're going to start playing pretty quickly. Oh, this game is going to be awesome. I'm super pumped. I've been really anticipating this game. I've had a blast with Tainted Grail, which I also want to bring to the channel. Now, when I do play Etherfields, I might just play a couple of the scenarios because I do not want to spoil the whole thing for people until they do maybe their second wave of shipping, so everybody has a chance to try the game before I really dig into it. Of course, if I have a lot of following in it and people really are excited to keep going in this one, I probably will keep playing it. But for now, this is the unboxing. We're going to move into the playthrough pretty soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. And if you did, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you know when the next part of this comes out. And of course, it's going to be our playthrough. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. Are you excited as I am for Etherfields, or is this something you wish you would have got, or did you pass on it and you're still waiting your Tainted Grail pledge or something else? What is interesting to you? I'd like to hear about it in the comments below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.